All right, I don't like to throw the word pathetic around because I know how much goes into being a professional athlete and trying to win every single basketball game is freaking hard. But this game is pathetic. I mean, I have to say. I mean, what the Lakers are doing right now is just pathetic. Honestly, I mean, the two Blevins threes to start the fourth, bad enough. But let's just pick it up with 10 minutes left in the fourth or so, and just show you, after timeout play, they're just running decoy pin downs just to isolate Dennis Smith Jr. against Austin Reeves, who's gonna big boy him all the way down to a little spin, basically under the basket for a layup. Okay, Portland up three. I mean, there's just so many just inexcusable, lazy, stupid, terrible plays like this. I mean, how can you miss this? Like, I mean, look how deep he catches the ball. Just fucking make a layup. Holy. And then he comes down to help on Dennis Smith Jr. in transition, and this guy, he's on the scouting report as a non-shooter, so I'm just not even going to bother to get a hand up, just dare him to shoot the ball. And of course, that's the way the game goes. When you disrespect guys, when you think they can't play, that's when you get beat. Okay, now you're down six, and then look at this. I mean, this is as bad as LeBron's ever looked. I mean, he just gets stripped by Dennis Smith Jr. at like nearly half court. Just leaves the ball totally unprotected, and Dennis Smith Jr. is just gonna come take it. My God, and look at this. And the Blazers even screwed up this fast break. They left so many points on the table here. I mean, they easily could have won this game by 15. I mean, just what? It's so bad. Like, so bad. Okay, LeBron, ISO, the Blazers game plan, obviously. Don't come help. Make him beat you. One on one. LeBron's going to jab. Double comes. And I mean, just why? The one guy who's the actual, you know, Ellington's a shooter, okay? Reeves is a shooter. And they got Reeves. Reeves is in there cutting and trying to set flare screens. How about getting Stanley Johnson, the guy that actually can't shoot the ball worth a shit, to be the one doing that? Not Austin Reeves. Because now, when they come in double, Stanley Johnson's the one getting the ball at the 3 point line, and he can't make a shot. Okay, at least he drives, gets to the free throw line. But you know what? Blazers are okay with that because Lakers missed a whole lot of free throws all night. Stanley gives them the first one. Okay, down five. Get the ball back. Okay, LeBron. ISO. Dennis Smith Jr. I mean, like, first of all, I know Blevins like is gonna come a little bit, but like this is the only time in his career where LeBron right away is not spinning to the baseline and like dunking on this dude. Dennis Smith Jr. is guarding LeBron on post ups and getting away with it? Like what? What in the world? What is this? Like what is this pass? What are you seeing here? How do you think you have a window to throw that ball? 89-82. 8:40 to go. Look at this pace. Anthony Davis was in the game. Jesus, I didn't even freaking notice. Oh, LeBron post up. Double comes. Nobody's actually where they're supposed to be spacing wise. Again, we've got our two worst shooters on the court right here, just bunched up together by the top. One of them at least should be diving to the opposite block. The other one should be ready to cut through the paint. You need your non-shooters to be your cutters, not the guys that can maybe actually shoot the ball. There's Stanley Johnson finally goes. LeBron a little late getting the pass out. Not a very good pass. AD's going to fake the handoff. Hit Avery Bradley for a pretty good look from the corner. All right, we made this one. Okay, 85-89. Plenty of time left. All right. Braun just kind of gambling around all over the place. Nobody really fears him right now. They just tried to give a take foul there, but refs don't give it to them, and sure enough, I mean, just getting bounced around, and all right, foul call. Stanley Johnson. Gonna toss in a little off-balance floater. Again, Blazers will live with it. 87-89, 7:30 to go. Okay, look, LeBron's guarding this dude in the corner, Brown. Whoop, there he goes. No idea that he cut behind him. Man, I know LeBron's been famous for this 100 times in his career, but like, only reason he gets that ball and ends up getting fouled is because LeBron totally fell asleep. Even though the ball gets deflected, fell asleep. How do you do that? Like in a must-win game, 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, losing in Portland to their JV team. How can you be asleep there? It just doesn't make any sense. Okay, and then people see, oh, he's still making the shots, he's still throwing down some huge dunks, so that everybody sees the stat line and thinks, it's not his fault, he's not the problem. I'm not saying he's the problem, but like he could be so much better. He just doesn't look engaged. Okay, here, I mean, the Lakers, they seem to really like to try to flood kind of to the strong side. Stanley Johnson's trying to do this. There's a step-up pick and roll going on, so he's the low man. He's thinking he's got to come over and tag Nurkic on the roll. Okay, so what he's doing makes sense. Okay, so when that happens, all right, these guys basically become a two-man eye. So Monk's the top, LeBron's the bottom. Okay, now 3 Blazers on the perimeter. Okay, great cut here, 45-degree cut. All right, so Monk should see this. He should kind of hit it right here. And then LeBron should see this. He should definitely meet it here outside the charge circle. Neither of them see it in time. And he cuts right through for what would have been a dunk. I mean, just again, the engagement level. No clue. No clue. Free throws. Again and again and again. And once again, the Blazers actually made theirs. 93-90. AD again, still apparently in the game. Doesn't throw the high-low pass that's there. Stanley Johnson, good hard drive though. Okay, still a 1-point game. Oh my God. So bad. Just so bad. Okay, this one here. The Lakers are, for some reason, I mean, they're so aggressive. They won't ice. They won't send the side ball screen down. So they let it come middle, and that they have AD super high up, so that basically means 2 on the ball every time. So that means low man has to be ready to come over and take Nurkic, and then these guys have to basically zone up. Okay, so easy, quick pass to Smith Jr. Okay, so everybody just gets back to theirs. AD's in the process of getting back to Nurk. Okay, LeBron can go here, Monk can go here. But you can't do that. You can't be jumping around like that. And I know he's not going for the shot. If it was, I would kill him for that. I think what he's trying to do is he thinks the pass is coming. He's trying to deflect the pass. But, like, you can't do that. You just can't leave your feet like that. Now you're blown by, and now we're in a scramble. And, yeah, again, LeBron could be better, for sure. Monk sees the ball coming. He's like, I got to stop that. Okay, so LeBron, yeah, he's in a tough spot here because there's here and there's here. You're going to have to live with one of them, but you certainly want to take away the dunk before you take away Brown's 3. Just not good enough. Not good enough. 95-92. Okay, Bron still trying to score on the post against Dennis Smith Jr. Holy bad spacing. Crab dribble back down. Finally, world's slowest post up spin gets it in. All right. Here we go again. Same look basically. Side ball screen. 2 on the ball. LeBron this time's the low man. And totally is going to whiff, but no foul call somehow. There we got a foul call. Refs gave the Lakers plenty of chances. Sure as hell wasn't their fault. Side ball screen. Reverse layup. All right. Still got this game if you want it. 96-95. They're trying real hard to get Bradley off Simons. And sure enough, now we got Monk switched onto him, and AD's aggressive again. Now we're just going to isolate one-on-one. Monk Can't contain him. Can't guard off the dribble. Not well enough, at least. So Simons knows that. He's just going to dance with it. But what I want to point out here, this guy's your defensive player of the year type. I mean, that's what he's supposed to be. Like, how is that easy for him? I mean, he just everything with AD this season just looks slow and lethargic and unathletic. It's guarding Nurk. Get there sooner. Beat him to the spot. Be vertical. And he shouldn't be able to get a layup against you there. Not if you're a defensive player of the year. Not if you're a superstar. All right, go back to the side pick and roll. And once again, like everybody kills Russ. Everybody kills Russ for his shots, his percentage, yada, yada, yada. Nobody talks about Anthony Davis is shooting 17 goddamn percent from three. And obviously he's deathly afraid of even shooting the ball. Like, how do you come into a season where you know you were awful shooting the ball last season, and now you're shooting historically awful, like 10,000 times worse? It's just inexcusable. And yet they have him top of the key almost every possession. And then here we're just, like, nothing's executed. Nothing's the way it should be. You know, if he's going to catch it here and we're going to hit AB for a three, then Stanley Johnson needs to pinch in on this defender right here. And he should be wide open. He's not, because Stanley Johnson doesn't do what he's supposed to do. So now he can just take away Avery Bradley too. Now we're spending so long trying to throw the ball to LeBron that Malik Monk is going to have to dribble around with 4 on the shot clock, and that doesn't go very well. Simons still, though, is going to miss a floater. Okay, again, like I said, they gave you plenty of chances still to win this game. Stanley Johnson, transition, gets to the free throw line. Guess what's going to happen? Oh, he actually made both there. I forgot about that one. All right, made both. Okay. Blazers. ATO. Post up Nurk. Get a stop. Monk. LeBron. Side ball screen. Once again. Terrible pass. You don't have a true point guard. LeBron's going to stop. Winslow's going to miss the 3. Offensive rebound. Another miss. Like I said. Monk. What? I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's a foul, but, like, how about a left-hand layup? How about dunking it? Jeez. Nice transition D, LeBron. Really good. And they still get it back. And they're still winning. 98-97, AD, post feed. No cutters. Straight post ISO. Turnaround, fade away. The whole shot that Billups wanted to goad him into. So he's not picking you apart against the double teams. Not finding his teammates open shots. One shot they could live with. ATO, second play. Made it look just like the first play, but this time Simons hits a little rip screen for Nurk, and AD gets totally hung up on it. Avery Bradley doesn't give him any help. LeBron doesn't give him any ball pressure. Nobody does their job. AD doesn't fight through the screen, jump under it maybe a little bit sooner. Everybody just bad. Just bad. Bad by everybody. 99-98. Alright, this time let's try an AD side pick and roll, and knocked out of bounds. Yeah, Anthony Davis was in this game, apparently, in the fourth quarter. You might not have noticed. Well, I guess you would notice from whatever the hell this is. I mean, this is just two-man game with Malik Monk, and like this, yeah, Malik Monk needs to work a little harder to get open, but Anthony Davis can't just leave it out there with his defender that close to him. This is just a read. And Dennis Smith Jr. is a good defender, and he's into the body, and you can't just leave that out on a platter for him. And then you tell me, I mean, how important is this game to you? Okay, Anthony Davis when he turns it over. Okay, here's AD, right? Here's Simons. Would you agree right now AD's ahead of Simons? Here, right? Stops. He runs. Lazy. Not good enough. Not good enough at all. Okay, 2:40 to go. After the timeout, gonna have LeBron flip the screen and reject the screen. Gets him an easy dunk. Good Vogel play. 102-100. Avery Bradley, little slip and slide action there. Get a block, and then you get that. Like, this is a 2-on-1. Why would you throw a bounce pass at half court? What are you doing? It's so bad. You dribble the ball till the defense stops you. Then you got to dunk. Or if he stops you at the very end, Talen's got something. But he's going to stop again. Doesn't matter. Simons was the most dominant player on the court, quite frankly. 105-100. As washed as LeBron's ever looked. Can't even get open. It's denied. Straight up denied by Justice Winslow. AD, yeah, great. He's got the ball 40 feet from the basket. That's going to be helpful. Why is Avery Bradley having to take these corner threes? Because AD can't do AD disappeared. Totally disappeared. LeBron choked. At least Avery Bradley wasn't afraid of the moment. My God. Okay, desperation time. Simons, again, another situation where really Lakers got lucky because, better chemistry. Winslow there a little bit longer means probably able to connect on that one, but they don't. Okay, got to stop. And yet again, LeBron's not down the court. AD's not down the court. So Talen Horton-Tucker's going to go and do what he almost always does, just stick his elbow into people. And the refs are going to call it there. Just not a high IQ play. Okay, matchup hunting again. Now Avery Bradley's going to come double him late and throws up a floater. Doesn't go. Okay, you got to stop. 2-on-1. How many 2-on-1s? How many transition? How many layups is LeBron going to miss in this fourth quarter? Okay, you could certainly argue to pass the ball to Avery Bradley here because he's clearly got a layup. But if you're going to keep this and go into your Euro step, why? Like, we're going Euro step, inside hand finish? Like, oh my God. That's the least athletic LeBron play I've ever seen. Who's going to be the aggressor? Who wants it more? Dennis Smith Jr. is going to do something mind-bogglingly dumb there and go with 15 seconds left and a 5-point lead on the shot clock. Nonsensical. Okay, so about 4 differential, down 3. Yeah, I mean, I probably would foul here if it was me, but, this is one of those 50-50 ones, okay? Got a timeout, so yeah, you need to stop, you need a 3, okay? Justice Winslow kind of does you a favor. He's going to shoot with 5 seconds on the shot clock, a little early, not a great shooter, not a great shot, but shot goes up, watch everybody. Stand still. Watches. gravitate toward the basket when everybody knows long shots equal long rebounds. Just terrible. Just terrible, terrible basketball. That's the ball game. That's the ball game. If this one isn't a wake up call, I mean, they've had enough of those already. We've been saying that shit all season, though. AD's soft. LeBron looks washed. Russ is who he is. What a freaking mess. Thanks for watching. Thumb up, subscribe, scout with Bryan. Talk soon.